Serius Jones, Rum Nitty,
Yeah, shout out to both of y'all. You got anything to say about the
crazy
battle itself?
battle,
Yeah, crazy battle.
crazy battle. And this one got the culture, all messed up right now. Some feel like Serious won, but it's a tournament setting, and Rum won it.
Like, first watch, I had Sirius his first round with my favorite, what I thought was the best. And man, I was wrong, yo. I was wrong. I was wrong. See, this is the only thing I gotta say about the battle though. This was what people call a style class. I feel like I didn't hear nobody mention that. The style class. I feel like it
What?
was mentioned on other battles. This is a style class because as you watch it, he's so dense. And then Rum, I feel like Rum was dense, but at the same time, Rum, that punching thing about Rum is so real. He can have so many punches, and that's points to me. That's points. And Sirius is way too dense for this tournament. He literally had a line in here where he was talking about that, where he kind of mentioned that. Um, but I can't find it right now. But I'm gonna get to it, and y'all remember I said that though.
I like
Wait,
this
somebody said
battle. Like this is
I like this
probably one of
battle a
my
lot.
favorite Rum battles in a while.
Like
To be
that
honest,
for real.
well, yeah, well
It
since
was a
the
good. Yeah, I
Dan
agree.
Marino battle.
Trying to think who else he had
I mean,
before.
I like him and Reed
I
too.
liked him
The
in
battle Reed.
I ain't really like that one. I liked him in Jay. That's what I'm thinking of. I liked one where he was with Jay. That was fire.
Oh,
That
when
was
they
still
did the
fire
two
to
and
me.
two together. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fire. No, but I'm just saying, like this Rum, he was like in that little 2 minute round, he was punching it. He was punching all over Jones. Like he was all over the place. Like it was exciting.
It, yeah, it really was exciting. My bad. I
That
don't know
that
why.
that, that was mind boggling to me. Like I feel like in the peak of the battle was getting their material out. They was Tom like
Right.
they
Yeah.
it was like especially in this battle because Sirius is like yo man that was like 2:30 but when you look crazy up there brother and it's supposed to be 2 minute rounds like you talking about 2:30
Well, I
or
mean,
whatever.
the only thing I like to say about the talking about that, like that go back to what you said about the prehistoric in the Yoshi video and the Yoshi being the judge recap because somebody more in battle rap more consistently when it did that, especially in this tournament. People who familiar with the tournaments when it did that because the judges, not all of them, but the one judge that did mention that they gave him a fault for talking like that. That's the stuff that we normally used to, and you lost points for that from somebody, and that's not fair to you. But we used to that. But it's like in this tournament, it's sad to say you lost points for that for the talking, and then you told Rum to be quiet and hit one of his rounds, and you were talking, you were burping in the rounds and all that. Y'all already know how we feel about the burping when certain rappers are doing it over here, but that's just not the place. This ain't the place for that. It need to be real clean. Everything need to be clean, like the cleanest it could possibly be. And you were still fired, or like your material was fired. It's just the in between stuff. But I ain't even gonna, I ain't got no fault for that. It's just piggyback on what he said though. I'm still trying to find that one line I wanted to mention with the he mentioned it. Hey, it's cool though. Go ahead. I ain't got nothing to say about the bar. I got the bars. Um,
We can get into the bars.
since we doing the bars, let me. I'm pretty sure you already said who you have winning. I had one winning originally. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now for y'all. The first round was super close, and that goes back to what I was saying with the layerness and how much Rum's punches. His punches, he has so many punches. So I can't. In this setting in the tournament, I understand why people get it. I understand why I even gave it to him. But I knew Sirius first was fire. I knew it from the first watch. But
On my bracket,
I have
I had Rum winning, but I want to favor with the I ain't gonna say favor. I could see how people say Sirius is slightly robbed,
I
but
can
it's
see it
like,
too.
man, you in the day and age, people ain't rocking with you, but what you did was fire though. But I feel like you was slightly robbed, if it was, if you was, I don't know, maybe if you would have did that battle over there, like,
See, you saying more stuff that he mentioned. He said something like, I gotta find that line. Right, I agree with that. Right. If he would have, right. I
you
know
would
what
have
you
been
getting at.
more in the loop, and you'd have still been, you just had got your feet wet over there. Like, all right, you on the loop, now you coming over here in the tournament, you know.
Yo, it's a thin line with people
It
being
was
so
yeah, it
much
was
in
a
the
line
loop
of
though.
something that Nitty said.
No, not this. It's a
But he was
serious
like,
line. He said.
he's like you one more strike away from being. What he said, you one more strike away from being Adi Boom or something like that. He's like you something about you got slapped in front of your hoes. What
Mm.
type of pimping is that? How you gonna pimp after that? Then he said something about you fell something. I don't know. It was just crazy, whatever.
Yo, goes. I think it's a thin line between
Hey,
like just being so in tune in the culture because I feel like some people when they like when they're in the culture in it a little more than serious of course I'm talking about
oh, I got the line
they
right
hold
here.
they got
It's
they
like
got bars that be like mad up to date. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like serious most of his material was all about rum and that's super fire. You know what I'm saying? And
mm,
I'm kind of and that works because we like to hear the up to date bars. We like to hear the challenge bars and all that stuff. But when you got mirrored material that's all about the person in front of you, that's even better. So
mm.
go ahead.
I got the line. Well, not the line is one of them when he
Where's
Rum
the
was like
line I'm talking about?
ARP gave you a name you can't stand. I'll put 23 in this cartoon like Space Jam.
Yeah, I like that line. That was cool. That was a
That was
dope
fire,
line.
like,
Word.
you know.
Let me just stay in order. I'm gonna go in serious first. Serious said I'm gonna just stay in order because I help me keep marking down. But catch me outside, I grip the cold still. This was light to me. It wasn't haymaker. But catch me outside, I grip the cold still. Put your head up against the car tire since they say I hold itches against their will. Now, when he said that, I didn't even know serious situation. I didn't know what he went got locked up for. None of that. I didn't know. I heard about it. I just didn't know. I didn't look into it or nothing because I was already not really much of a. I didn't. I guess I'm not a fan of somebody I don't know. I just didn't never seen that. Not too many as bad, shall I say. So I'm not. I wasn't keeping up with him. But I was up to date with whatever his charge was from both sides, from what I'm saying and what he said. So, and it started with that line. Like it started. That was in the first. It started with that line. He's like, "So I hold itches against they will." Like, okay, I see where he going. Go ahead.
Got Serious. You giving cheap shots, so every bar gonna take you.
I got the rest of that for y'all. I got the rest of that. I gotta find that though. But hold on, let me go back to what I was saying too about the setup. I had Serious and Rum's first round was mad close to me, but I gotta give it to Serious. When you know what I mean, I gotta give it to Serious. Like I said, one punches was super fire, but Serious was way too late. And it was so close, like super close. When I first watched, I gave it to Rum. I gave Rum a 3-0, honestly, but I said I was gonna get Serious the first, but man, I was just wrong. I was just wrong. Serious second was super fire. Rum second was not as fire. It wasn't. It was good. Yeah, some was Rum Serious second was super fire. Um, then the third, real quick, the third round was kind of low from both of them. Like the third was a little bit better to me by Rum's third. But all right, so now let me get back to the bar because I wanted to say that 'cause I feel obligated. I was wrong, man. This battle was super fire. This is battle. I can say this battle of the night. This is the back and forth was dope. Um, now this a contest with six. This was fire. Now this a contest. Now this a contest. Right? Yeah, right. This how you said. Now this a contest with 16, not the number 4 pimp. And this my first event. I was innocent. But when I beat this itch on stage for my money, I'm gonna show y'all what Ike tournament. That was fire. Serious. We gonna be here for a while. Come on. I ain't gonna take long
Rum.
back. That was super
This
fire.
ain't the same N word from the Mook battle. This the cheap version.
That
This
was
near death experience. This ain't gonna make you want to take your life. What he said? This a near
yeah.
death experience. This gonna want to make you take your life serious. That was
Like that
fire.
was
I love
fire.
name flips.
That was fire. You know what I do feel like though? I feel like Rum did get some gas around the Mook lines. But everything else that the people were cheering for, I don't think that was gas. I think the just around that part, I feel like he was getting some gas. For me,
No, I'm
I ain't
like
like
I,
that.
I
I ain't
like
like that part.
I'm glad he mentioned that because people probably don't even remember that they battled. Like, you know.
You know, and I'm one of them. It's like when he said it, I immediately remember, but at the same time,
So I felt like Rum was
right,
dropping jewels and giving like a big up,
he
you know.
was.
But like, you know,
Because the whole battle, I'm being fickle, man. I'm thinking about the math. I'm thinking too recent. Like, so it's like,
hmm
my mind was being ignorant for real. I ain't ashamed of saying that. So when he mentioned the Mook stuff, it was like, oh, I forgot. But at the same time, I took little points from that because I'm like, it ain't hit that much. But it was a dope. It was dope. It just I feel like he was
yeah,
getting gas on that part. But I get why. Me personally feel like that. Probably wasn't. I'm just saying me personally. Y'all been sleeping. It's time to wake them up. OD on caffeine. Then rum like Kahlua. Get upset. Get upset in testing the bowel movement. Them easy name flips without a crowd useless. That was it right there. Them easy, he said it his first. Them easy name flips, but without a crowd useless. He knew it. He knew that, but he still kept flipping the ish out of his name like it was a crowd there or not. He was going really crazy.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
Rum haymaker. I
hmm
put the stand up and got serious like I'm losing in 2K.
I got the beginning part for that one too. Yeah, that
That
was
was
fire.
fire.
That was fire because he had another he said rifle on the tripod or something. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna find it when I see it. that now this contest that was a haymaker to me too. I meant to say that to y'all. That was the only haymaker right now though. Yeah, you in the mix, but all we get is punch with Rum. I feel like I heard that a million times, but it was dope when the way he was going. So that was the line from Serious.
I like when he did this and when he walked over to Smack. He said, "I'm walking through this fruit town. Who said Big Soldier ain't good in the hood?" That was funny. Yo, I was cracking up when he said that. I don't know why. Maybe because Soldier Boy relevant again right now.
Soldier Boy relevant right now?
Shoemaker clap.
Don't do that. For what? Soldier Boy relevant right now?
You ain't know. You don't know what's going on.
I definitely
Yeah, you
don't.
don't know what's going on. You must don't know.
Nah.
Must don't know.
Um.
That she make it clap song.
Oh, okay. I don't. Nah. You know what? Honestly, I've been listening to battle rapper music lately and Islam language too. I ain't really been. Nope. I ain't even been in no music period lately. Ain't even battle rappers. Damn, I missed that. But and I definitely don't listen to the radio, so I definitely. But this is the super haymaker. Bear with me,
I ain't hear
y'all.
it on the radio. I heard that it's like a TikTok and everybody be dancing to
Oh,
that joint.
I'm
So
about
it's
to
like
say,
it's like the number one. It's like
man, TikTok the
popping
radio
right now
too.
everywhere.
Why? Nah, I feel that. But look at what you named yourself. Rum, but you live in cheap shots. And this is what you guys said. But look at what you named yourself. Rum, but you live in cheap shots, so you're gonna know every bar gonna serve you, trying to give us overproof. Throw it up. I know it's rough on the palate. No. He said that. I skipped the part. I skipped the whole part. That you know every bar is gonna serve you, trying to give us overproof. Throw it up, then choke. Cause rum ain't made for taking shots, right? I know it's rough on the palate. Is that why you go down easy? They say rum on the rocks, but Matar's mob. He molasses slow. Run him over and give him a limp. He ain't proud of. That's sugar or cane. What I gotta explain? I know what rum really made out of. Oh wow. What? That was fire. That was fire. That was super fire. Go ahead.
I got a serious haymaker. You like strippers on a period. Then why you let twerk
Messiah,
niggas pop it
go
with a
watch
red
TV
rag in
real
your
quick, okay?
face? That was
I'm almost
fire.
done.
I like that.
I like that line too. That was fire. I like when Sirius said this in his first. He the fastest gun in the West, but a vest gun faster. I like that
Yeah.
because he was
It was a
wailing.
lot of
There's a lot of that. A lot of
it
that.
was a lot of references. I felt like that they was letting each other know that I watched your battles before. I know a little bit about you. I'm gonna get into another line like
Definitely
that.
was serious. He had to. He had to
It
coming
was
in the
Rum said
underdog. You're right. There's a lot of he definitely serious. I do that. And Rum, we
Rum
already
said
know
Rum
Rum
said
studies. So yeah,
Rum said you beat the Asian, then Gin Pop. Then the judge reminded you of the situation when he put you in Gin Pop. That was fire. I'm
that
like,
was
yo,
fire.
chill. I'm like, that was fire.
You beat the Asian, then the gym pop.
Gin Pop. He was
Then
bouncing
the
off
judge
nigga.
reminded you.
That joke hit, bro. I'm like,
That
damn.
was fire.
You know what it was? Serious
That
Jones
was
ain't really
fire.
had performance like he just kept looking at the camera most of the time. Like he wasn't, really barking in his face. I don't know.
I
I
could
don't
agree with
know.
that. I didn't think about that. I agree with that. Yeah, it was more like he was trying to get that material out. Like he felt everything he was saying though.
See, I
So
think
that's something to work
I
on.
feel like he's rapping like Cassidy when he first came back.
Oh
Something
nah,
like
he ain't doing that. He was wilding. Serious was really
he was
wilding.
driving,
He
bro.
was really wilding. Here we go. Rum said that. That was
Let's
all I
keep it
had for
going.
Serious first. Rum's first. He was like ended up getting Rum in the first round. It was a dummy mission. That little thing was funny. He was like, you thought you was going, miss slide, slip on Big K and come over here and get some money, yeah. That was funny.
I got a
I like when
serious,
dudes from the West be putting on their West accent even more. Like you know what I mean.
yeah.
So that was dope. He put on like a little Mexican accent or something. That was dope.
I got another serious line. I'm gonna just keep it going in order. I got jumped in a box and had to do my numbers. So putting math on the ground is
Hopscotch.
hopscotch. That was fire.
I didn't see that come. I didn't think he was gonna talk nothing about math. That was dope. That was a good math one.
Yeah, that was dope. I like that.
Probably be at your house couch surfing. Pun intended. I like that with the calico and the Sue Surf song. That was fire because he had more to that. Rum had more to that, but that was dope right there
Got another serious line.
because he was breaking his
Um,
down with the poor like being homeless or whatever the angle he was taking.
Watch your step, brother. I go nuts with the drum. That was from Serious. I like that because Step
Yeah,
Brothers is my movie,
yeah.
and I thought about that. I'm like, he caught that. Like, that was fire.
All right, this a light line from Rum in his first. Well, that's what I'm saying. The punches though, Rum have hard lines, but these are punches. I got some more stuff to get to. I got a few lines from Rum first. Going back to nothing. You homeless MFer. You got
Oh,
you
I
you
got that line.
you got you
You
you,
ain't
you
got
ain't
no
got
room to
no room to
lose.
lose. Like yo, chill,
I
super
had that
chill.
line. I had that in the beginning. That was in the first, right?
Right. He was letting him know he
Yeah, I
gonna
don't know
lose.
why I ain't say that one
Them
already, but
bars hit when the person really lose too. So
yeah.
of course, obviously, that's crazy.
This now that I think about it, this line more fire to me now because I actually thought about it. He's like, I ain't a verb, I'm an adjective. I invented Showtime. That was fire.
Mm. Yeah, that was fire. That whole thing was fire. I saw that. I saw that. I saw something coming with the noun, pronoun. Something. I saw that coming, but he did it dope. He did it
Yeah,
dope. I don't like when I try to
word,
predict nobody around. I like when they just go
word.
somewhere
He did
I'm
it
not.
different.
He did it dope.
Word.
You'll probably take a bow. No, you'll probably never take a bow serious. You New Jerus. I'm loving these. I'm loving lines like that. Talk. Like you know what I mean. Talk about twerk and then how you doing that. Like
It
do
wasn't
that.
nothing that there wasn't no gun bar, no punch or nothing. But I just like it because it was just it hurt. You feel me? Rum said this. You washed up and you get less views.
I
I
missed
just like
that.
when he said that to him, like, and then he was
Still
like,
in.
"You 49." Like he
Oh,
was
chill.
saying, he
That
was
was my
getting
next.
off
That
on
was literally my
King.
next line because that's the order where I'm
My
going with one
bad. Go
first.
ahead. You
You
got it.
because go ahead. Yeah, I mean, like, I was like, I was literally about to read that. You
Nah, go ahead,
49
cause I
years
ain't
old
got
with
it
a
down. I just
PO.
remembered it
That
off
ain't no
top.
street.
Yeah.
That no, that ain't no. He said, no. You 49 years old with a PO. That ain't street. No use. No. Dang, why I got this cursor right there? You 49 years old with a PO. That ain't street. No use a geek, bro. But in his mind, he's sticking to the G code. Like the beginning was fire enough, but it was dope. Dope how he put it together.
I got another serious line. It might have been lighter fluid, but I liked it because I wrote it down.
All
Two
right.
arms when I see you, bring it in. I liked it.
It connected. That was one of them transitional parts. That was fire. That was fire.
Word, two
I like.
arms when I see you, bring it in. I
Oh no,
like
there
that
you go.
line.
And since you playing and not taking life near, yeah, there you go. Death experience. There you go. You not taking life serious. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Rifle. I found another one. This is right. Okay, so the ones you said was in bumps first. Let's go to the other one. Rifle on the tripod. I use it to shoot straight. That's what you said in the beginning. Woman of tripod. I use it to shoot straight. I put a stand up. But anyway, he had a Bobby Smurder line there that was fire. I didn't write that down, but he had a Bobby
Mm-hmm.
Smurder. I got an extra time in case your homie Rowdy. That was fire. And that was when Serious was talking. He was like he felt like he was getting gassed. That was not a gas line. That was fire. That was dope. Good.
Rum said, I grabbed the nose, ear, and the cap like a third base coach.
Haymaker.
I like that. I like that line.
Haymaker. I got a little bit
Fire.
more to that one too whenever I find that one too. That was the third one I remember. Yeah, that was fire. What
Yeah.
you say? Leave the old wolf stuffed inside like taxidermy. I like that line. I just he had more to it because he was talking about the whole wolf thing. I wasn't even aware of that either. Like with the whole you know what I mean ice and stuff. With all that that was dope though. That was dope with the wolf titles.
No, this is another serious line. Knock your D in the dirt so you can literally F where you from.
Yo, chill. Plus, you stand in front of a potential me and twerk rematch. The fans don't want to see you win. Like that was cool in itself. He was talking to him
Yeah,
like he knew he was gonna win.
he was talking to him crazy, bro.
Real crazy. All right, go ahead.
He be talking. Even though Rum be always shorter than his opponents. He always be talking to him like they little N words, like
Yeah,
because he be jumping all over the place. Like he be going Super Saiyan crazy up there. Like that's it's all with the performance, man. You gotta get in tune, like not take nothing away from the battle rappers that be having mad time off and coming back, but I do a little bit more research and y'all bars definitely be there, and there'll be a lot of us sleep, but most of us be woke. But your performance got to be there too. Your energy, like because his energy ain't really match Rum's.
right. Man, that's expected. That's kind of that's sad to say, but that's kind of
You couldn't
expected when somebody comes
outperform him.
back.
That was like I don't want to do. Don't let's say it like I don't want to like he ain't had no moves. Like that's like Rum was like Michael Jackson in the situation, and Serius
Oh,
Jones was
he
somebody that
did.
don't got no dance moves. Right?
He
You get what I'm
had the
saying?
he had some of the moves. He had the I got a line right here. The whole what you call it, his second that goal like I feel like Sirius second, like I said, Sirius second was fire and definitely compared to Rum second. And he was starting off with with a few punches and then he got into the whole scheme of this right here. Oh, he said all those guns, they get it from a domestic life. I be wondering where they get it from. I heard he wanted to be great when he was young. He just so sweet. They left him alone so long he turned into rum. And then he had a whole then he went to this whole thing where he was like he was like in the gun bars, he doing a drive by. Three deep with the strap. He got the kids. No. He doing a drive by. Three deep with the straps. He got that from when he got that from when he was at the drive through. My bad. With his kids strapped in the car seats in the back. See in the gun bars when he say he dressed in blue bandana vest on, making sure his shoes straight. That N word had a blue vest on with a gun like boop. Price check on toothpaste. That was funny. That was what I'm saying. He did
That
a little
was
bit. That
fire.
was fire. He had another
Long
line
ass
like that
skinny
too.
boy. You done wrote that whole thing down.
He had another one though. He had another one. That was hard. He had
That
another
was
one.
fire.
See, I gotta, especially the kid one. He was like, man, he was in the drive through with his kids, and they strapped up. So he was like, oh, I can, I can turn that to a gun bar. That's fire to me. He was like, see, I ain't, I ain't gonna turn you being with your kids strapped in their seat to a gun bar. That was crazy to me. That was slept on, and I slept on it too. That was fire. Um, I ain't gonna
Oh
make you.
man.
He said, I ain't gonna make up ish or join cliques because my life is hot. But when you combine all the cliques in which this guy is hot, and it makes sense. He only insane crip with Hami because son caught a writer block. What? Now the ending was more like some seemed like a little personal. I ain't gonna be, I'm talking about the son caught a writer block, but the whole where he because he put it all together about all the because he was saying that he was in so many clips or whatever. So that was his angle. But that was fire. So that was the end of his second because he had went to a whole thing. He's like all these gun bars from the domestic life, and he was like, for example, in the gun bars, the kids, for example, the Walmart joint, like so yeah, that was dope. You got
I
that
don't
was
got
right
no
before
more.
the that was right before the twerk line. I figured you was gonna mention that twerk line. You ain't mention that red twerk line. I ain't write that one down. I just thought it was fire. I figured you was gonna get
I
that one.
said that already. You
You
be
did?
listening?
Oh my bad. You did. You
I
know you
said
did.
that
You
one.
did. You
I
did. I had you
said you
did.
like
You
strippers
did.
on a
No, you
period.
definitely did.
Then
Okay,
why
all
you
right.
let twerk? I
My
said
bad. Because that was around. I put it in
word, man. I said
parentheses.
that one early. That's one of my haymakers.
My bad. All right. If you roll and
I said
take
I
one,
thought you was gonna mention that one. You damn right I mentioned that one. That
yeah,
one was fire.
because I already had too many. So I was gonna pass on that one. If you roll and that was fire. If you roll and take one, and where you only make movies because you've been in more sets than a casting director. Now that was super lighter fluid as we call it, but it had a whole thing to it, and it was cool. It was cool to me. It was cool to me. Because I'm old school, they try to coupe the Ville, but I still got that drive that they thought the cat could lack. That was fire.
I
That
got
was
that, but I ain't. I wrote that down, but I had it. I ain't. You still got to drive that these Cadillacs or something. I don't know. I ain't
yeah,
have it
but
right.
I still got that drive. They thought the cat would lack. Like
Well,
that
like
was fire.
something like that. I know
Another
you talking
this
about
probably was
Cadillac.
serious lightest line right here. My my ish overlay understood. It's blue in the veins, but that means red blood is good. I like body lines. Like I like that. So that's just the anatomy line. So that was light though to me. Stick on the
He could
shoulder
have
for
kept
rum
that.
pum
That
pum
shit
pum pum.
definitely was light. He could have kept that.
When it kept it played into what he was talking about because he was talking about the angle with him and what he was talking about. So yeah, but stick on the. I always say that. I always mention these light lines because they be important with what the person the rapper's mentioning. Y'all should know that people watching it. Y'all should. What you say? Stick on the shoulder for rum. Pump 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 pump. I like that. I like that. That was cool. Um, I asked M words in AZ. Is life a itch? Then you die here. And all I heard was, nah, it's way too hot for that. That was fire. Ain't nobody died here. Like that was double. That was dope. Um, Rum second, man. I only got two bars from Rum second. That was when he started burping. You know what I mean? Like he was just it was getting to him because the crowd was cheering for Rum and all that. It was just getting to him. They wasn't really for serious. They was cheering, but he just didn't. it was enough of what he thought. But Rum Second was super light to me. I got 2 bars I liked, but I had a few more that I feel like he had. But the story of him lying, the left on the ground, that's serious. I like that part. I ain't write the whole thing down. It was like where he was like he left on the ground. Oh, nah, that's serious. Like that. His main organ struck once. Aorta effed up like the drive through. That was cool. That was dope. That's it for I got for that round. Serious third. Serious told him don't talk because Rum's like what can you twist? He was like what gun you twisted? How you twist a gun? Like I'm thinking he talking about like when you know what I mean. Like as soon as you maybe cock it to the side or something. Like as soon as you cock it, maybe I'm assuming. But the ball was dope. No, it was dope. But he talked it around and Serious ain't like it. So you know the one judge that didn't appreciate it that's not here day to day didn't understand it. But man, this was a robbery, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. He was fired, but Serious did his thing. I got jumped in the box, man. That's the line you said. Nah, they see God in me. But I told these battle leagues I'm coming home like Moses on their ass. Yeah, I see red, and it's part to the water. When they come talk to the guy, I'm holding up the staff. I like that. It was the biblical fit was fire. Um, Gang banging. I gotta make you my son like my son. I like that was cool. That was a real light line, but I didn't see it coming, and it was real light. It was cool though. I'm talking doctored wounds. This was my favorite line of from Serious because my favorite line from Run was the baseball line, but my favorite line from Serious was this one. I'm talking doctored wounds. Let his family see how it looked different without Nitty. Like opportune. That was fire to me. And I mentioned I caught that during my first watch. I caught a few of these on my first watch, but I like that line a lot. Serious before he got cut off, he was like, "You full of ish, acting like a general. One shot will empty your Colin Powell.
That was fire.
You full of ish, acting like a general." Rum's third. I don't got that many, but here we go.
That was fire. I
That
like
was
that one.
and that
I
was when
didn't
he
get
cut him
that
off.
one.
That was when they were saying time, time, time. That was when he was calling time, and he was saying that
Yeah, I
that was
told you when
that was that
motherfuckers when
long.
they was getting they was getting at they peak of they they bars they time like
You more known for N words punching on your roof than go home and if that was that I had that line too. That was fire. That was funny to me. You known for niggas punching on your roof and he had a bunch more. So that was funny though. That was funny because that's always gonna be said. That was funny. And then he ended up with then go home and be all extra aggressive. Like that was funny to me. The whole thing was alright. I ain't got to get up all up on them for the Glock to drop them. Rum shots from a distance like I'm waterfalling. That was cool. I feel like I'm mad. I feel like I never heard Rum say nothing like that before. That was like that just felt like you ain't never said nothing like that before, man. When you come up with this stuff, yo. He said a cool N word, but was still a cool N word, but still will lay wig out like Palomalo. Like that was fire. I'm still going back to wilding out. Just had to show off for a minute. You know, I like the cat. I like the cast of the Hitman lines. So I think I'm gonna like them forever from now on. I'm as long as they in Hitman favor. Still, I'm still going. He said I'm still going to get back to wilding out. I just had to show off for a minute. Mom said that. I like that. And then the third baseline. Oh yeah, this is whoever tried me for sure they smoked. I grabbed the nose and the cap. I like that. But I don't get the you know what I mean. I wish it had more of a little baseball reference at the beginning, but then I grabbed the nose and the cap. It's like a third baseball. That was fire, super fire. That's all I got though. I hope did I mention anything I said that we said from the Yoshi one? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, Serious won this battle, yo. I just feel like it wasn't the time or the place for these type of in-depth bars like that. And then the talking in between. So if you learn anything about the URL tournaments, they always got somebody that's just kind of out the loop. It feel like it seemed like 'cause that's crazy that the certain things was
you
judged on
can't
that.
you can't just come back and think you just about to beat on one of the URL's favorites. Like you get what I'm saying here, URL alien. Like
You feel like
you
that?
gotta
If
get a
this
couple of practice battles.
what
You
for
gotta get a
real?
couple of practice battles in, like before you just do. Cause like in this day and setting, like you can't take that much time off. Like I don't care how good your resume is, who you battled, whatever. Like the new era is not gonna rock with you like that,
Yo,
and fans
Ghost.
is biased. They only
I
rocking with who they rocking with.
I had the same mentality.
If they
I
feel
thought the
like they
same
don't
thing,
know
yo.
you, it's gonna get judged that way.
I feel like I had the same thing, but watching it again is like that wasn't the case.
But being unbiased, I could see. That's why I said I'm slightly feel like he got robbed too a little bit. But like, I understand why, like, he ain't win. Like,
It was too much. It was too much in this tournament. That's the truth. I'm not gonna say I'm somebody. I took myself to a 6 judge, just trying and having fun. It was too much for this tournament, yo. It was too much. That whole thing in the beginning, it was too much. He was saying too much, and it just was not going to get caught. That whole, what rum is made out of. That was one of my favorite things he said. And my other favorite line, that now this a contest with a 16. He was talking real pimpish out there. Like that was super crazy. Like so I ain't gonna say it. Y'all heard it in the beginning though, but that was it. Just like certain lines that was going over people's head, and it was like the funny stuff was being caught, which is cool, and that's the place for this. And it's like, man, we want people to get deep in there. It's crazy. It's sad. We want people to go hard and go do their best, give us $100,000 worth of rounds, and then when they give us what we can't understand it, we giving it to who we understood. That's crazy. Because that's how it is in the tournament. I don't know, man. We might need some people up there with some better intellect or some who doing it like I don't know. Tony Bro is fine because what he doing? He reciting bars back. Like I wasn't even want to talk about the judges, but he been doing that all other tournaments. Freeway, we knew somebody was gonna come in with just a regular, you know what I mean, analysis and stuff. He barely even mentioned no bars. He ain't mentioned no bars. He just was like, man, I gave this round to him. I gave this round to him. Like I want some
Nah, he was mentioning
elaboration.
bars. He was mentioning
Freeway
bars here
did.
and there.
Okay,
Yeah, he was.
because I definitely didn't catch it
I just
live.
ain't like when he mentioned it was a draw. Like he ain't know who to give it to.
When I heard that trending, I was like, oh, I had to go see that because I remember I had gave my how I felt right after the battle. I ain't even hear what the judge was saying in the moment. But that I was like, he gave a draw. I'm like, nobody ain't tell him that like beforehand because that don't seem like something you have to tell somebody though. Like you would think nobody would do that. But I wasn't that upset about that. I was just surprised though. But I like Freeway though, so I ain't give it no flack for that. It's just I was like, I wanted more details from the judges. Like that was the only person that didn't give as much details as I wanted anyway. But you just corrected me. You said he did get some bars for other people. But that's it though. Yeah, though. So yeah, it's like so. Yo, Witch Club be having mad bars, so that's inspiring
You
right
feel
there
me? But
on that first
you
watch.
gotta think about it, man. It's probably hard on the spot judging that right there. You know, just being
That's
in
what
that
I'm
position.
saying.
That is mind boggling, man.
That's why I'm watching Tony Boy. He'd be the best one. He would recite at least 6 bars. And he don't say them all word for word, but he get that punch, and that's crazy to be able to to have that down. Because I probably have like maybe a few punches that I tried at my best, and that's just inspiring. It's dope though. Let's get to the
You
next
just
one
gotta
though.
have that. You know what it is in the tournament, man. You
So,
just gotta have that rememberabilia, man. You just gotta have that. That's gonna stick with us. That's gonna have us still thinking about your line while the other dude rapping, and then it might edge you to battle, or it might not.
crazy,
But
yo. You are mastermind. That's a perfect transition. Let's get into the prep and swave with that memorabilia third. I never used that word before, but it sounds crazy coming out of my mouth.
rememberabilia.
But
Don't
with
say it wrong.
yeah, I definitely
Rememberabilia.
saying it is wrong. But anyway, but you're
Yeah,
right.
but don't say the word wrong. But you
All
know you
right.
got it.
But look. I was saying that because prep third, like, and prep third was the main thing, and then Sway still had his own third, and people gave the battle to prep. I feel like that, but we're gonna get to it right now. Right now, y'all stay tuned. Respect the culture. Shout out to all
All
y'all,
right,
every last one of y'all.
y'all. You got to dip.
URL.